Are we rolling? It says 7 p.m. Why do I need to do the spiel? Welcome to Kimball's Corner. I'm Kimball. We are nothing but professional in these parts. So today we are going to do some watercolors. I pulled out my, what is this, art philosophy / Prima Marketing. I don't know what they go by anymore. It's been years. I forgot that I have like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different palettes of theirs because they had a huge sale, bought a bunch. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, yeah. So I drew a picture. It's very, very, very light.
Oh, I can almost see it. Oh, it's you. It's so cute.
There, oh my god, adorable. Yes, I know one eye square thing is bigger than the other. And
That's what everyone's thinking about right now.
That one's definitely smaller than that one. It doesn't matter.
You guys all see it. Okay, perfect.
Doesn't matter. This is a book I made of random papers.
Oh, wait, let me see.
There's the well.
So it's just using papers and then you bound it together inside?
Yeah, so I don't know. I know it's a watercolor paper. Not familiar with it. Don't know how it's going to work.
Perfect. You guys, nothing but the most detail and accuracy from Kimball's Corner.
I'll let you know how it goes. If it's crap, it's crap. If it's not, it's not, and we're happy about it. There's my little thumbnail drawing. It's like, let's draw a little thumbnail. Look Yes. Well, I always wear a scarf in these pictures because drawing the neck just looks weird for this character.
Lori says, hello, humans.
Hello, human.
I picture it being very sinister, Lori.
Hello, girls. That's what I picture. So yes, I'm using the Pastel Dreams, the Decadent Pies, and the Tropicals palettes.
Oh my God, I'm getting hungry just listening to your art supplies.
I know,
Decadent Pies.
I know, right?
Someone was hungry when they made that palette.
So I wrote down numbers for what I want to use.
Lori says maybe it is sinister. Robin says hello, and so does Trisha.
Hi. Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, I didn't realize Rocky turned the camera around, and I looked up and he's all.
Everything looks dumber from like being in real life when you're doing vlogs.
It's true.
Or like filming, and you're watching someone do it. They just look like an asshat. Anyway, moving on.
It's true. So yeah. Guess we'll just start coloring. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to stick to these colors, but I did notice when
have you been thinking about this all day, Kimball? In that brain of yours? Have you been worried about it and anxious?
No.
Are you lying? Look at me and tell me.
No. No, I wanted to create a new little avatar profile picture. So if it doesn't turn out, I can just make another one. It's fine. But I hope it turns out because the drawing is pretty cute. But I did notice earlier, 2 minutes ago, that their palettes are, the colors are numbered. And it's 13 all the way up to 24, and 25 to 36. I mean, other people probably already noticed this, but I just saw it for the very first time. And
What's the rhyme and reason for the numbers, though?
I don't know. And why can't anybody just put things in rainbow order? So annoying.
Oh, God, Kimball, you're so funny. All right. So what's happening? Oh, what are you doing there, buddy?
We are going to go to top down and just start painting.
Joshy Boy says, hello, gorgeous boys.
Hello, Joshy Boy. We are going to start coloring now.
Okay, great.
Painting, I guess, because last week watercolors was the first thing popped out. So we're doing watercolors. Obviously, colored pencils will be involved.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just keep that right there. I don't know how much I'm going to stick to it, but it's on the back of my marker thing, so that's why there's colors there. Isn't that exciting? Adds a little pizzazz and jazz.
It is. You know what, Kimball? You need to have a brazzle-dazzle day, okay?
I don't work at Jamba Juice anymore, so I don't have those days. Well, I guess that was razzmatazz, but same diff. I remember that was a new drink. I don't even know if that's a still drink, but...
Remember when Shirley Winters was in Pete's Dragon?
I mean, she's still in it, technically.
She is.
So, I'm going to have a sip of the coffee because I'm nervous.
Kimball, there's nothing to be nervous about. How many years have you been doing this? Kimball, was Flash your favorite comic book hero as a child?
No, just, I like his tights.
We're gay.
No, I just thought it was cute. Who was my favorite Jean Grey is my favorite comic book. Storm was my original favorite. I was big into X-Men. They're still my favorite. Storm originally was, but then I read an issue of X-Men where Jean Grey, fought Sabretooth and she kicked his butt and when you hear about what she's constantly dealing with 24/7, like, keeping her thoughts under control and not murdering people, just,
by thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's kind of tough.
I know a lot of people who would be very unsuccessful at that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to lay down some clean water. We're just going to do the skin first. I don't really care if it bleeds into other parts. Because, like, my glasses are dark, my hair is dark. So those can be covered up later. And I did spritz these earlier, so this should be moist and ready to go. This is the pastel palette. So we're just going to lay down some number 41. What a delicious color name.
Robin says, my favorite was Green Lantern with his power ring. Any surprise there, being a gay man, that I was all about the jewelry?
Magic jewelry at that.
Trisha says, Jean Grey sounds like me.
Yeah, she's lovely. And then when she became the Phoenix, I was like, oh my god, obsessed. She became the Phoenix long before I knew about her, like way back when, but it was new to me when they had a new Phoenix story, and I was like, oh my god, she's amazing. And Phoenix, technically, I guess, is my favorite, but whatever. Just dab a little red.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So I've been pulling together materials for like our Patreon channel and stuff like that, and I went up to the computer upstairs because we have backed up footage from like 1999 to or 1997, even like really old. Like when Kimball and I first met, like the first weeks, I have video. And so I was trying to find some of it just to be like, oh, I wonder if any of it can be, used or shown at any point. And I found some stuff. I was like, what
I found some stuff.
In the hell? I don't even remember looking like that. I don't remember the hairstyles. Just crazy stuff. So we might see some of that popping up on Instagram at some point or somewhere. I don't know. Maybe in a Patreon video.
I need to pull out my little dryer thing.
Some of it the world will never see.
Oh my god.
But I'll pull open I have one picture I took a screen cap of because I was like, oh my god, on this like vibe. And at the end of the live, I'll show you guys what it looks like.
I feel like this watercolor paper is not great.
Why is that? Is it peeling already?
I feel like the watercolors are laying on top of it.
Oh.
It's not the end of the world.
But not necessarily going to be the desired look you were going for.
No, but we'll try and make it work.
I believe in Kimber.
That's so sweet. I'm glad someone does. I also learned this week that succulents, at least our succulent, does not like direct sunlight. I always thought they were a desert plant, so confuse me.
Maybe they just thrive in shaded areas or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess.
It seems odd, though.
Yeah, I put our little guy just in the window it was only like maybe 3 hours, along with a cactus and another... Is it another succulent? What's the other one we got? Oh yeah, it's a chunky cactus. Anyway, came back and its little leaves were burned. I was not happy.
The same thing that happened to Kamau.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going back to the... Okay, here we go.
Oh, there we are. What are you doing?
I just have so many windows, Kimball. There's too many windows open.
Oh, you need to
Gotta do the Control-Tab to get through things.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to get around my computer. I don't actually get on the computer very often.
Does it feel just like responsibility whenever you have to get on the computer?
No, but it's like, I just use the iPad for most of my stuff, so I'm just not on the computer much anymore.
And would you say you use your iPad primarily for work?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like today, I spent all day, not all day, just a couple hours really.
Right, you were like crushing those candies.
No, I was drawing stuff for the Patreon.
I'm just kidding. Kimball's doing custom artwork for the channel, which is so lovely of him. Yeah. Thank you, Kimball.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Robin says, I thought you meant actual windows open. Is Freddy the spider still hanging around? I haven't seen Freddy.
Fred is
Have you
dead.
seen Freddy?
No.
We evicted him twice, and then he was like, well, F that noise. I'm not going back in. And I think if he is back inside, he knows to stay away from Kimball's line of sight. So
Yeah, there was one downstairs by my toilet, which did not love.
I'm sure they come out at night. They probably just avoid us in the daytime. As long as they're not like in business, I really don't care.
Yeah,
I know there's spiders around. There's always spiders in the house. Like no matter what
Let's
you do,
not talk about
they're
that.
in your dreams. They're in your earlobe.
Gross, but probably.
They're coughing in your nose.
Ew. And then what colors did I pick for my eyes? 44 and 46. So let's find...
Robin says, Freddie says, hell, I ain't staying where I'm not wanted. I'm out of here.
That's right.
All he wanted to do was hang out with a couple gay guys that seemed nice, and then you had to just be like, oh, he's so ugly.
It's not that he's ugly, it's that he's creepy. Okay?
Oh, that's better. I don't know if I'd rather be called ugly or creepy. I don't like which would you rather be called, Kimball? How do you think that makes Freddie feel?
Well, I don't know. He's the one that landed here on a meteor.
He's going to need to go and have his appointment with his psychologist now that you've really traumatized him. He had all this confidence you just shattered.
I think he'll be just fine.
He had plans. He was going to go into telemarketing. He was going to be a big success, have the most sales in a day.
Well, I can tell you right now, telemarketing is no fun, okay?
Oh.
I know we've told this story before, so I'm not going to tell it again.
Well, I'll imagine Kimball going to work as a telemarketer for 2 hours. That's how long it lasted. That's all you need to know.
But I was there like 4 because I had to wait for like Rocky's drive time. Yeah, what the hell was I thinking? Like, yeah, let's work way out here where it's like an hour's drive from our house. I think
we were just desperate for money.
I said house from our house, yeah. We weren't desperate for money because if we were, I would have taken the job.
No, we were definitely desperate for money. We had nothing. We had talking about.
We had nothing. I'm debating if I want to color his eyes in or if I just want to color pencil it. I don't know. But what color did I choose for? I think I chose a really dark blue for his glasses. Possibly 23. Looking for...
I think that's actually part of why I love YouTube is because most people like pay for internet even if they're like, like struggling. And many people can't afford streaming services too. So I want to, it's like it's fun to have something that's accessible to most people as long as they have internet. So I love that about it. Because there was a time when we couldn't afford anything. Like we barely could afford groceries. And I just think about other people that are out there. They still want to like have some entertainment or like see parts of the world and things like that.
Well, at least in the States, like there's a lot of free TV channels.
Yeah.
So just had to pay for the TV.
Penny says, "Hey guys."
Hey, hey.
Hey, Penny. She didn't really say it like that. She was more like, "Hey guys."
Oh no.
Hey guys. I don't know. Penny, how was it? What was the vibe?
Hey
guys. I don't know. There's so many ways to say it.
I find when I can't, or when I don't turn my...
book?
Yeah, my art piece. I make some mistakes.
Whoopsie doodle. That's a pretty bold color to make mistakes with.
I know, it's a little scary.
Penny says, yup.
That's the one.
All the ones. Just combine them all.
I'm concentrating so hard. What did we do today? We went for a walk. That was exciting.
Oh my god, you guys thrill a minute around here. Went to the charity shop.
Dropped off some stuff.
Covered some clothes.
Some people think that I have too much stuff.
Not me.
I mean, that's not why I did it. I did it because I have ulterior motives. Planning for the future, darling.
Kim and I have this dream that we're just going to like run off and retire early and live simply. Good luck.
So, just give me 3 more years of downsizing. And then we'll be good to go.
We'll still be doing the channel, though. Don't worry.
You'll get to see
our
all
dream
the
still
crap.
includes doing everything that we're doing. It's just less corporate time.
You'll get to see all the crap we go through.
If anyone from work is watching, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Trisha says, now you need some new stuff, Kimball.
That is true. I mean, I thought about it, but I've been like, good.
We did go to the mall and we looked around and we're like, meh.
Yeah.
We even went to the bookstore and Kimball resisted buying anything. It was very amazing.
Well, yeah, I am amazing. No, there's some books that I want, but I just I have books already that I'm reading. Listen, paint. It's still loaded in my brush.
Robin says, I love the idea of living a Spartan life. Simplicity is the key. Now, the first thing I think of when I hear I want to live a Spartan life is like Spartan cheerleaders from SNL.
I think let's fight to the death.
Mm.
So, same vibe, really. All right. We'll fix this with color pencil. See what I mean now? You can definitely tell one of the squares is bigger than the other.
I can't really tell, honestly. Penny says, at 63, I finally retired to the cottage on the lake. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Penny, where you live? Let's go. Let's come visit. Do you have an extra room? I'm just kidding. Kind of.
I'm going to need more space if I'm moving in.
Right. You can live on the lake, Kimball. We'll get you a big floaty. We'll get you one of those big, like, flamingo floaties.
I'm going to need more than that.
It'll be a 2-bedroom, don't worry.
Okay.
Ontario, Canada. That's a bit too far, Penny. I'm sorry.
Well,
We can't come live with you.
The dream
I'm sorry
is dead.
to dash our dreams already so quickly.
I like this pecan, however you want to say it.
Oh, 3 extra bedrooms. Well, I don't know. Maybe? I don't know.
Well, now we're thinking about
I
it.
don't know. Okay, well, it's not off the table.
My eyebrows aren't this orange, but I thought it would be cute next to the blue of the glasses.
Eric says, hello, gorgeous.
Hello, gorgeous, and welcome to the corner.
Doesn't Kimball have beautiful hands, by the way? Look at his hands.
All right.
He doesn't think so.
Well, I don't not think so.
He doesn't think they're hideous. He'll say that much.
That's true.
Leslie says, hi, boys. Hope you're enjoying your long weekend. I missed the beginning. What paint are you using, Kimball?
Girl, I am using paint. It's, I'll pull up one of the cases that I'm not using. It's the Artist Quality Watercolor Pan Set from Prima Marketing. They used to, Art Philosophy. So I don't know what they're still called. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is the classic set, which I'm not using, but they have a lot of wonderful colors.
And would you say they're like among your favorite watercolors, or?
They're like in the middle. They're, I would say I think they're student grade. I don't think they're professional, but I don't know.
Are they light fast?
That's professional. What's that kind of means.
Okay, so these will fade over time.
Well, that's what I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But also, I don't care because I keep my stuff in journals, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use the same color to block in some...
Robin says, I love tiny house living, and I kind of have that in an 8 by 23 foot New York City studio filled with 50 years worth of stuff.
Lovely.
In shouty caps. There's barely an aisle down the middle. I refer to this as the bus. Oh, that's so cute, though. I love that.
That's lovely.
Eric says, Kimball is beautiful outside and inside. He better start to believe it.
Well...
Good luck, Eric. I've been trying for 26 years.
Well, you know what? Rocky helps me believe it. But also, watching the videos from when we were kids, I was like, oh my god, dude. I was so much cuter than I thought I was.
I feel like that's everyone when they're young, though. They just don't realize it until it's
No,
too
but
late.
I was, like, really cute.
You always have been and always will be. I don't understand, like, what the problem is.
I mean, I don't think I'm not cute.
Okay, good.
I just think I could be cuter, but I don't apply myself.
I don't apply myself. You don't need to apply yourself to be cute, Kimball.
Well, I mean, I could use a little makeup every now and then. Okay, I could work out and get my body a little more in shape. I don't need to be like a muscle god or anything. That's just too much work. Gross.
A muscle god?
I'm too lazy for that. The amount of commitment to that is just never going to happen.
Eric says, I was a monster as a kid.
Weren't we?
I don't believe that.
I mean, I thought I was. Mostly because other people, like...
Eric, I need you to DM me a picture of you as a kid. I need to see that, if you don't mind. You don't have to, but if you're up for it, I would love to see that. And I hope you're wearing a top hat. I really do.
They've always been a feature.
Just like you came out with it, wearing a top hat. Like, it's always been there. Lori says, Kimball, you sound like me. Too much worst for makeup and nonsense.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. I think even if I was a girl and did makeup stuff, I don't think I would wear makeup. It's a lot of work. And I mean,
we are a little bit lazy on certain things.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I have long hair, because I don't want to style it. I just pull it back and voila. Yeah, that's weird that it's like drying upwards like that.
Oh, Eric says he doesn't have any more pictures as a kid because he lost them in a fire. That's so sad. I'm sorry, Eric.
You know, I don't like that story, Eric. Okay, that's...
No one likes a house fire story.
Mm-mm.
But we're glad you made it out safely.
Did you start the fire?
I think it was a seagull. I think anytime a fire starts, it's a seagull.
Always up to no good.
If you look at them, they've got shifty eyes. Like, they're just like arsonists.
I mean, go to the beach, you know?
Carrie Senegaglia says, Kimball is perfect.
Girl, thank y'all. Thank you. No, I'm realizing it now.
Lori says, then again, I almost never leave the house, so there's another reason I don't care. That could also be part of why we just live a bit more like low maintenance, because we don't go. I mean, you would think having a YouTube channel, we would like maybe apply ourselves more, like try to look cuter, but we just honestly can't be bothered.
And
like
there it
I
is,
will start
folks.
vlogs in the morning before I've even like
Gotten out of bed.
swallowed, like
Family
like
channel Rocky.
my spit. Not what are you guys thinking?
My God. Ew. Yeah.
Yum yum. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we just don't necessarily go all out and just want to be ourselves. So if people want to come along for that journey, we appreciate it.
I figured the more real, the better.
Yeah, because basically when we started doing YouTube, we were like, okay, well, we can either like pretend to be something we're not, and we'll attract people who like that, and then we'll just resent them because we want to be doing something else.
Right. It's
Like, I watch some YouTubers that, like, I definitely know they're gay, but they just don't talk about it ever. Or it's, like, not, it's just, and I just feel like it would be really hard to hide or, like, guard that part of myself from other people. So I'm just like, no, I'm not having it.
Yeah, also just pretending to be something you're not. Like, me pretending, like, when I was younger, not being gay. I'm like, good luck with that. But I tried. And, yeah, it's just, that's a lot of work. It's exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. So we went into doing our channel, just being ourselves, like being here, just being ourselves. Like,
and we just hope that we never offend anyone. And if we do, whoopsie doodle, we're sorry.
You'll get over it.
We definitely never want to hurt anyone's feelings.
But like, there's times where like, I've come on and done a live and I'm like, oh, I hope this turns out. I'm not the best, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not putting myself down, but I've had
Kimball doesn't like cry. Trust me.
No, I mean, like, I've had people come at me like, you're so good, don't put yourself down, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just being honest. Like, I don't want people coming to my channel expecting, I don't know, something that's not me.
I mean, you might offer something to someone that you don't realize you're doing, and you can just let them have that.
You know what? They'll have what I give them.
Okay. That'll be $29.99 for your BetterHelp session.
Thank you.
Jossie says, we all need that extra protein.
Oh, my. Adding some, whatever that color was, 24 Tiki to my pecan. We're going to darken this up. I should probably dry the hair a bit. We're going to do a second layer on that hair. And yeah, I do have pink skin. That's just happening now.
It actually is like really oddly close to your actual skin tone now that I'm like looking at you side by side. I think we need to hold it up at the end and see how accurate it is.
I'm very pink. This is making noise. That's weird.
What is?
It's making a high-pitched whistle. All right. Oh, we're going in with a very dark layer. Kimball doesn't have that dark of hair, okay?
He used to.
Shh.
What happened? Oh my god, yesterday, because I have grays coming in. I'll probably have like, let's say 10% gray hair. Okay? At this point. Getting more every day. And while hasn't decided that it's going to take over, I'm just like, I can't have like one random, like on the vlog, sometimes I'm editing and all I can see is one gray hair sticking out on my beard. I'm like, oh no, my OCD cannot handle this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
also, like, I used to pluck my 1 or 2 gray hairs that would come in on my chin, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to embrace it. Let's leave it. And then, like, 2 months later, it was like a gray patch. I'm like, let's embrace it. And then, like, I don't know, 6 months later, I was like, and I'm gray. So I don't know what the hell happened there, but whatever. Now I embrace it by shaving it off.
So yeah, I feel like in the next like 4 or 5 years, I'll be fully gray probably. I can't decide if I want to dye my hair or not. I don't think so. As long as it's evenly spread, it's fine. I just don't want like a big patch.
I know, that's the annoying thing with like going gray. Is like it's just splotchy.
Like I don't mind it on other people. It's just for me. If I have to look at my face all the time, I do have OCD, and I'm like everything needs to be balanced. I can't have something more than I already got my nose I have to deal with. Okay, I don't need like something else like sticking out here. Oh wait, we got comments. Penny says, it's so hot here. It feels like 30 degrees today, and Tuesday will feel like 38 degrees. Oh my god.
It's so nice
I'll
here
be
today.
pink and red by then too.
Mm.
Oh my god, that is so hot.
It's just another reason to like not like warm weather. Me
Lori
personally.
says, I've got a few grays, kind of silver, but I don't plan on dyeing unless I just want to. I'm thinking people again. I'm thinking people again.
I always think people.
Do you think that you...
Maybe she's thinking purple.
No, purple. Lori, are you thinking purple? Eric
Thinking...
says, embrace the gray only for hair and beard, not the interior. That's true.
I was thinking
Can
about...
we get that on a bumper sticker?
What was I thinking about?
She says yes, purple.
Well, I accidentally went purple once. When I dyed my hair black, it turned purple. I don't know what I was thinking about.
Here's the thing, though. Like, if you do... Like, my whole philosophy is of, like, if you look at yourself and you feel, like, older and it makes you, like... It affects your mood when that happens, I feel like you should, like, consider dyeing it. Because if you feel better feeling younger and you're, like, more active or, like, more, like, emotionally whatever, I feel like it's a good thing to do. But if you don't care, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, I feel like...
Oh, yeah, Penny just said, I went completely silver. I decided to go back to blonde because I felt too old. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I think I might dye the under part of my hair a dark brown, because I like that.
Mm.
I mean, it looks better when I can actually, like, braid my hair, because I used to do, like, sometimes I'll do my hair, like, in a fishtail braid. And it looks pretty with, like, the different browns happening.
I just think the weirdest thing about aging is... Like, we don't really feel any different than we did in our 20s. Like, emotionally, I mean, we're more secure and we're not, like, struggling and, like...
Well, hopefully.
All those things. But I was watching these older movies of us and, like, images, and I was just like, we look so different.
Yes.
Like, I don't even feel like we were the same people. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really want to get into it, but, like, watching some of those older videos, I'm like, I don't like that person.
Oh, just because of, like, who we were back then, or, like, our, like, some of the things we said. We were a little more, like, ignorant because, you know, guys, we grew up in Boise, Idaho.
Let's just say I've grown as a person, and I'm
we are a product of our surroundings, and Kimball and I knew we wanted to leave Idaho to, like, have a better, a more diverse experience, but...
The scary thing is, at the time...
it, for sure.
At the time... it was some things that I was saying on camera, and I'm like, at the time, thought it was completely fine.
I think a lot of people do that, though, and...
Right. Yeah, it's just part of growing up, whatever, but it was just surprising to think that I thought that was okay then.
Mm. There's some people that still think it's okay.
Yeah.
Penny says... Oh, wait, time out. We got some comments, guys. Trisha says, the trouble with dyeing your hair is you have to keep doing it. It's too much trouble for me. I'm in the camp, don't care camp. Oh my god, don't care camp. That's another bumper sticker we could do.
I mean, if my hair, right now it's only a few strands here and there, so I don't mind. But yeah, when the roots are all gray, like, that's when I'll have to make some big decisions. Because they also have just, like, shampoo that has a dye in it that'll just keep your hair, dyed.
Lori says, I'm just happy I lived long enough to get grays. Hell, I didn't think I'd hit 30, but somehow I made it to 39 so far.
Ooh, doing good. It feels so weird that I'm 42. Like,
it does. It's not a competition, Kimball.
No, but I just, thinking about it, I was like, yeah, like, reaching this age, I was like, wait, what? What even happened? I'm going to add some gold. Not gold, but, like, some yellowy tones to the hair. I have, like, 30 options here.
Robin says, it's odd that when people dye their hair and their complexion is a dead giveaway that they're actually about 30 years older than their hair looks. Gary says, I already feel old enough. I don't need gray hair reminding me of it. I'm overdue for a hair color. Penny says, I'm responsible but not mature. I feel exactly the same inside as when I was 35 or 12.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd like to think my sense of humor has gotten better, but...
Mine is still toilet humor.
I was watching these older videos, I'm like, why was Kimball attracted to me? I was such a weird, like, little nerd, like, kid.
Did you see me? We have footage of me screaming, Rocky, and falling on the floor.
Yeah, maybe we were just meant for each other.
Probably.
Eric says, the fun fact, the older you get, the crazier you can look, the crazier you can B, look at me. I don't care what anyone thinks. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
54 now. What he says, 54. Now you are just my two puppies. Amanda says, hi boys, Kimball, you was so funny in that bit I just watched today, the drone thing.
Oh my god.
I think you both look young for your ages. Plus, you do grow in yourselves.
Why, thank y'all. Yeah, if you haven't watched my little Rocky Made Me Hike Up a Mountain video.
I feel like I could do so many of those videos where I just cut out anything that happens over the course of 5 minutes, and it would just be a string of like bickering or like gripes from Kimball if we're doing anything he doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look for more opportunities.
Hold on, I'm looking for my scarf colors. 34 and 17. 34 and 17.
Lori says, Trisha, that's another main point of me not dyeing my hair. Robin says, getting old is an easy... You guys, the chat is just blowing up. We start talking about age and dyeing hair, and suddenly everyone's chatty.
Hey, I'm down.
Robin says, getting old is an easy excuse to do whatever the hell you want. People expect old folks to be uninhibited and wacky. My grandmother definitely...
Got which one?
That's true.
Really, you're Molly, June, and Evelyn.
Yeah, they all... Like, if my family... the older people in my family are any indication of where Kimball and I are headed, then...
Ruh-roh.
It's going to be a fun future for everyone. I mean, I already don't really care what people think at this point. As long as, I do if I offend someone or, like,
I care in the sense
hurt
that...
someone's feelings or something. But, like, if I'm not intentionally doing it, I'm not going to...
I care in the sense that I don't want someone to come cut me because they find me annoying.
Well, just keep staying on YouTube for a while. See how long it lasts.
Okay.
Jessica says, hey, loves, hope you both had a good weekend.
Oh, you know what? We did. And it's not over yet.
There's still time, Jessica.
So exciting. I love a day off. I accidentally colored over this other one.
I love an extra day to make stuff for Patreon and YouTube. That's what I love. Kimball and I have this dream of, like... So, basically, we talked about, like, retiring or whatever earlier. But, basically, our dream... is to just like do YouTube and Patreon or whatever, like just do online stuff like
that we can do on our
full-time.
own time and have fun with it.
And I think we're about like 2 years away from that, but we're trying to get to that point because I just don't know how much longer I'm going to stay in corporate world. Like I'm grateful for the job and for the salary and all like the benefits and all that stuff, but it's like I've been doing it for so many years now that I'm just like ready for the next thing. And the next thing really, really feels like it's just Kimball and I doing whatever we want.
Yeah, technically, like, that's what we were supposed to be doing now.
Yeah.
But, you know, life had a little bit of a curveball that we played around with, which is fine.
Robin says, Rocky, I can't imagine you offending anyone about anything. I can't even think of an example where that's possible. You guys are so open and friendly and feelings sensitive. Yeah. Thanks, Robin. Yeah, we are. I mean, it's hard, though, because I think in this world there are people who are sensitive about things that we just aren't aware of. And Kimball and I are, like, we're not super knowledgeable about a lot of things in the world. So there is a chance we could say something.
But also, Rocky and I don't get offended easily. So, like... Yeah. We don't think about, is this going to offend somebody else?
And let me tell you, that actually makes my job as a manager fairly difficult because I do have a lot of empathy for people, but I'm also, because I don't get offended by things, I don't really care what people say to me, but I have to be very careful of the types of things I say to my employees specifically. And, like, I'm not a normal manager. Like, I am very out there and, like, I am myself, but I definitely don't say everything I'm thinking because you just can't. But, fortunately, I have coworkers who are like very, I vibe with them well.
Yeah.
It's just, the funny thing is like with my job specifically, I'm saying I want to like get away from it and stuff like that. I should just be really grateful because it's such an amazing job and it pays well. And like, I have great colleagues and they're all talented and like, we're doing, great work and stuff like that. But it's just, I have to be honest about like what makes me actually happy. And it's like, it's not really the thing that makes me happy. So yeah, Kimball and I have just been trying to find inspiration or like some kind of way to move towards things that actually make us happy full time. The years are only going to get shorter, so
Yeah, has this summer flown by for anybody else? Because like literally, it's almost fall. Which this is going to be a fall picture, just
Mm.
FYI. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like time is flying by this year.
Eric says, "I see Waldo." Um,
Which I guess if you're in the UK, it's Wally.
Eric says, "Kimball, up the hill is always difficult. Going downhill is easy. Just roll down."
Oh my god,
You
I
guys, that hill
wish.
was so steep.
It was ridiculous.
It actually is a little bit scary because if you did trip or like if you fell, there really would be a good 50 yards where you couldn't stop yourself from falling.
I feel like I would just spring my body out flat and just hope that I would stop rolling.
And there was a bunch of like older people climbing up there, like
Yeah, but they probably do it all the time because they live there. Well, I don't know if they live there, but they seem to.
I mean, I was just like, please do not fall, break a hip, something.
I mean, if Rocky twisted his ankle, I wasn't going to carry him, so I ain't going to
You
carry
all heard
them
it.
either.
Let's see. Robin says, "You guys are just not hurtful people. I can't imagine you having to fire anybody, Rocky. I haven't yet. Let's see how it goes."
Yeah, I don't think you. I mean, I think you would
I
take it as far as you possibly could before it came to that.
Yeah, I try to like nurture people and help them in their roles for sure. I don't, unless they did something that was like a clear violation, like stealing or
Well, yeah.
like if they said something really offensive, like I would consider it. But I mean, I just wouldn't hire that type of a person.
True.
So, but it's just funny because like I watch videos of us online. I'm like, how the hell am I? How the hell did I end up in such a high profile job? I just don't understand. How was it even possible?
You worked hard, you deserve it.
But it's like so not who I am. It's the weird thing. If any of my coworkers are watching, just please ignore this right now. Pretend you're not hearing anything.
They're like, no, you're right.
But even like when I got hired at the job I'm at, the lady who was hiring me, she's amazing, and I love her to death. And she changed my life completely. But I basically just told her, I'm not wearing a tie.
Yeah.
Like I'm not wearing a tie. I'm sorry. Like I know that seems really catty, but it's just like it's a principle of mine. I'll wear one on occasion if needed, but like I'm not wearing one every day. And she's like, that's fine.
I brought out the classics.
Penny says I had to fire a dentist once.
Oh.
Was it your dentist that you were visiting and you're like, you're fired? Or was it like, I mean, we don't need all the details, Penny, but I'm just curious.
Do HR people have to do that? Like, if there's a problem, are they the ones that have to? This doesn't look very red. This looks like magenta. But it looks totally red there.
Amanda says, what summer?
I know, right? It's crazy.
Carrie Synagogula says, can't wait to see you boys. One of those YouTube plaques on the wall. I can see it happening.
I hope someday.
So let me explain something. So before we did the channel, I was like heavily manifesting this vision of Kimball and I opening up a plaque that with from YouTube,
100,000
with 100,000 subscribers, and I told Kimball, I'm like, if we start this channel, we're not stopping until we get to 100,000 subscribers. And at that point, like, are you really going to want to stop? I know I've said this before, but like, I still picture this in my mind. It's going to happen. It's just how long it's going to take, I don't know, but that's kind of the goal.
We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen?
Let's see what we got.
That's supposed to be red.
Robin says, when was that Turville video made? That was actually really recent. So we're pretty caught up on videos. And that one we actually shot.
It was like a month ago, wasn't it?
And it was less. It was about 2 weeks ago. Or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, because right now we're working on another one, which we filmed a while back. And we need to get those up because,
Yeah, we're working on, there's vlogs from Brighton coming out, but those we shot in May. And I did a poll a while back on the channel and asked people, like, do you want to see, like, Brighton or, like, Q&A or, like, me, like, trying on underwear or whatever. And, like, Brighton was at the very bottom of the list. So I was like, okay, well, we'll make those later. But I want to do it before the nice weather goes away because otherwise the vlog just makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little chilly when we went, but still, Brighton's fun. I love all their little quirky little shops that they have.
Penny says, nope, I was the manager of a corporate dental office. Whew, they must have done something bad.
Girl. I remember one time, my first root canal, didn't know what was happening, and I was like, I had to go to like a 1-800 dentist, which is a little spooky, because, didn't know them, didn't have dental insurance. Why is this one so much darker? I think the blue bled into it. I don't know, whatever. Don't like it. We'll live.
Maybe it's just the way the light's hitting it.
No, it's definitely
Weird.
blue. Like a lot of blue got into it. Anyway, so yeah, that was my first big dental thing that I had to do, and it was with like strangers, and it was a little scary. But whatever. I don't know why I brought that up. The second root canal was not my fault. La-di-da. Oh yeah, I guess I still need this.
The funny thing is like I think there's like a misconception about like British people and like healthcare of like teeth and stuff like that, especially in the U.S. But the funny thing is when we came here, our dentist was giving us like all these really great tips for like oral hygiene and like actually really helped me learn how to better take care of my teeth. And I thought I knew everything about taking care of your teeth. So
well, the thing I learned about was like their teeth are healthier here, but they don't care so much about the aesthetics as like Americans, like bleaching and straightening and all that. I don't know if it's true because I am not the British people. Kind of seems
I
like
guess it depends on where you're at too. Like just like in America, like depending on like your upbringing, your income, all those things, like insurance, like that can help dictate like how much
right
care you're actually getting too. So I mean,
yeah.
I'm very grateful because my mother, when I was growing up, she had a little bit of money because my father passed away when I was really young, and we had some life insurance money or whatever from him. And she like dedicated quite a bit of money to my sister and I getting like braces, and like that stuff's really expensive. And we had our mouths were all sorts of messed up. This is part of the reason why I just don't want to have kids, because I'm like, oh my god, between like the genetic issues in my family with teeth and like whatever Kimball has going on in his family, I'm just like, we don't have money for the bills.
That's true.
You know what color that reminds me of, Kimball?
What is that, an emu? Ostrich? What is that? That bird right there. What even is that bird?
I think it's an ostrich, right?
I'll go with that.
Anyway, I don't know what we're talking about, but dental.
Got a little carried away.
Childhood,
The dental
talk.
Let's see. I don't really want to use that. Well, yeah, I do. I just need to clean it. I'm just
Yeah,
being
just
lazy.
comments what's happening.
Waste all this pigment because I don't have anywhere to put it.
Robin says, I don't understand the idea of tie wearing. They seem such an impractical thing, although I loved your light tie with the dark shirt in that wedding reception video. The funny thing is I wrote the bride, and I was like, I don't know what tie I want to wear. You have to decide for me. I was like, you haven't made enough decisions about your wedding. You have to help me pick out what tie. So I just sent her like 8 links on Amazon and made her pick.
The poor woman has so much going on. Okay, those are watercolor splats.
Robin says, I can't figure you those eyes, waiting to see how they turn out.
Oh, yeah, they look a little spooky right now. It'll be probably with colored pencil. I guess I could do a little bit with watercolor.
Joshy Boy says, you guys will go beyond 100,000 subs.
But when?
It's funny because I had a woman reach out to me, and she left a comment. She left like a cordial comment, but she was basically saying she just subscribed to the channel, and she was really enjoying the work and stuff like that. But she's like, I feel uncomfortable because I subscribed as you were posting all these like topless thumbnails, and I didn't want to seem like a creeper or whatever. And I was like, well, first of all, you're not a creeper if you do subscribe to someone because they're posting topless stuff. First and foremost, like it's totally fine to subscribe to someone because you like the way they look or whatever. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But moreover, I had somewhere I was going with this. I was basically explaining it. She's like, they didn't seem to have any connection to the videos. And I wrote her and was like, well, we were getting like 200 to 300 views on videos. And then one day I posted a topless thumbnail because I was working out in that video, and it got like 12,000 views. And so I just have a hard time going back because we spend a lot of time on the videos, and like whatever it takes to get people in to watch them, I'm down, especially if it's not hurting anyone.
But also, it was like really hot during those days.
But also, I just don't like Like, I'm always walking around in sweats or underwear anyway, so, like, whatever.
I never am, but I took my shirt off because I was like, I'm dying. And then it was like filming, and I was like, whatever, I don't care.
You shouldn't care. I think you have a great body.
I don't, but thank you.
I love it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Time out. Okay, so Penny says, I was a dental hygienist working in orthodontics for 35 years. So much fun. That does sound fun. I bet you heard a lot of interesting stories from people.
I remember one time at the orthodontist, I was getting my braces tightened, and I was thinking about the orthodontist, like, having to stare at people all the time, and, like, I was, like, I had this vision of the patient, like, staring wide-eyed at them to see their reaction, so I kind of did that, and I couldn't, and then I started laughing, and it totally scared her. She's like, I'm not used to people laughing. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, but it was hilarious. I was like, I just thought stupid thoughts, and it made me laugh. Okay, real quick, I just need to do some, like, autumnal colors. I think I'm done with the Pastel Dreams palette, so I'm going to get that out of the way. Probably done with the classics. And I might just pull some browns.
Oh, Kimball.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
We got Becky Furman. It's
Becky
her
girl.
first time joining
Becky
alive.
girl. Oh, you know
what that
coming.
means. Becky gets a song. I think I did the last one. You're going to have to do this one.
What the heck, Beck? What took you so long? We're in my art room.
Rocky's wearing a thong.
Singing your song.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Because we're not total whores.
At least Kimball's not.
Well, put me in a bedroom with a nice bed. I'll do anything.
So yeah, welcome to the live. We love having you here. She says, I'm outside of Boston, Massachusetts. We were just talking about Boston.
Yeah, we were. Were we?
Yeah, you were saying you were looking up properties for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Boston, England.
Oh, you were looking at Boston, England?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were looking at Boston, Massachusetts.
I know.
Sorry, Becky.
That's a big move. That is a big move.
Your replays keep me company during my workouts. I found this channel first and loved them both.
Oh, thank you.
Yay! That sounded like less enthusiastic than I actually
You kind of
felt
sounded
about
like
it.
a little twat. Like,
Yeah,
thank you. No, I mean it.
Oh, I'm really excited, Becky! Kimball and I actually stayed in Boston for 6 weeks when I used to work with IKEA, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I went back to England and Boston. I was like, we stayed there for like 3 days, so you could get a driver's license.
We were downtown one day at this really old bookstore, and Kimball actually got one of his really cool journals here that he paints in. It's like an old art book.
It's the Vermeer one. It's right next to me if you're looking for it.
And I asked the owner of the shop if I could have a pair of scissors, and I cut the arms off my AC/DC t-shirt.
Oh, I was thinking when you cut your pants off.
No, I used
that was
fingernail clippers for that.
Chicago.
That's a whole other story. What am I? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with where we're at. Robin says, I've always dreaded dentists. If they could just put me out and do whatever they wanted to. Ooh. When I have a couple teeth out, they did that. Why can't they just always do that? I think it's probably because anesthesia isn't like the best thing for people. And so I think they reserve it for like when it's absolutely necessary.
But no lies, I get like the best sleep when I get knocked out with that stuff. I remember getting my colonoscopy, and I woke up in the middle of it, and I was like, I am having the weirdest dreams, and then I was back out.
And there was like, boink. Carrie says, do you do the tongue scraping thing? I'm so bad at flossing, and that scraping sound makes me gag.
Yes, I do a whole bit when it comes to cleaning my teeth.
She says, why can't our mouths just clean themselves when we drink water? That would make it so much easier.
I mean, saliva kind of does it. It's supposed to anyway.
Yes, my stepdad also has a really hard time with the tongue scrapers. Like,
yes.
He does it, but he's, like, constantly gagging.
Yep, I've been witness to that.
Poor guy. I scrape the shit out of my tongue. I'm like, I don't want anything on there. Get off.
Well, stop eating shit.
If I could burn it with fire, I would, but I can't.
I just don't go to town with the tongue scraper. I just, gently scrape away the icky.
Penny says, oh my god, I was always laughing with my patients. That's good.
That is good. I always equate going to the dentist like people going to the hairdressers. Because I sit and I chat and gossip and we have fun.
Oh my god, we had a full therapy session with her, like, last time we went in. You guys, I can't even explain, like, the things we talked about.
Yeah, so if you'll notice this paper, when it gets really wet, I wish I could tell you what paper it was, because this is kind of pointless to tell you that, but it's starting to create little splotches.
Because the paper's peeling. Is that what it is?
It creates like stained dots. When I used ink, I did like a green piece here on Earth Day, and her skin is like really splotchy.
Robin says, I hate thirst traps and clickbait, but I never got the impression you guys did that. You went topless but weren't teasing me to get me here.
Yeah, I always felt like, because the more he posted, I kept telling him, like, Rocky's kind of clickbaity, but, I mean, at home he really is, like, without his shirt on, but, like, in the videos we're not really doing stuff like that would, need a shirt off anyway. But I was like, don't give it to him too much, they're going to get bored of it.
But it's like, oh well, it's what I'm doing anyway, so I mean...
Yeah, see, I don't like these little speckles that happen. Hopefully at least they'll lighten maybe when they fully dry.
Why don't you just tell people that you like it and it looks industrial?
See what I did there? I love it. It's texture.
Perfect.
Texture.
Penny says, enjoy the rest of your day. I have to go back to cleaning. The paint looks fabulous. Love you guys. Bye, Penny!
Thanks, have fun!
Get it real clean.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Becky says, my orthodontist was my stepmother, so it dragged on and on. Oh my god.
That could be fun, I guess.
Eric says, we never get bored for shirtless men. I mean, I never do.
I mean, I don't either, but...
But I'm not everyone. I'm sure... The thing is, it's like...
Everyone.
It's just hard because, like, Kim and I only have our perspective on how we approach things, so it's just, like, nearly impossible for us to, like, determine what other people actually... how they respond to things. You know what I mean? So it's like... We're just going to do whatever we want. End of story.
Always have, always will.
And by and large, I'd say 99.99% of the comments we get on the channel are positive. And to tell you I'm surprised by that, I can't even explain how surprised I am. I thought it was going to be so many more negative things. And I think YouTube is doing a very good job about only bringing people into the channel who appreciate the content. And so I think that's why channels grow really slowly, is because I think that the algorithm is like trying to find the perfect audience for them. But I don't know.
Who can say?
They've done a good job so far. I just wish it could happen faster. And that's all I'll say about it. But I mean, one of the benefits is I can still respond to everyone because it's not completely overwhelming. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it's getting to the point where eventually I'm going to have to start like limiting how much I write back to people just because it's taking so much time, but I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, a lot of YouTubers, they just usually respond for like the first hour after they upload and then they stop.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for me not to respond to everyone.
Want to add a couple more of these. I'm drying it so I can do some layering, have some nice glazed looks.
What else you guys want to talk about? Anything on anyone's mind?
Let's give them something to talk
Topics,
about.
thought starters. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about, Kimball?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm just enjoying painting.
Well, that's good. Did you think you were going to enjoy it?
I mean, I usually do, but if you've checked my Instagram, you know I've been kind of in a funk, and so I was a little worried. Haven't been doing much art lately. So, glad it's turning out. I think so, anyway.
Robin says, if you want a tip for growing viewers quicker, you might post advance notice of the Sunday lives, but then I'd have to compete with so many more chatters. I've never seen it until you both already started.
Yeah, I used to do it early, and YouTube kept changing. So I used to post, and it'd be like, Kimball's going to go live in 2 hours or something like that. And then, what did it do? It stopped doing it. Like, I couldn't do thumbnails, I couldn't do write-ups. Even now, I can't do thumbnails and stuff, or I just don't anymore because it kept freaking out, and, like, it would quit the whole thing.
But you can just post on your community tab, hey, I'm going live tonight at 7.
Don't be ridiculous.
Or on, like, Instagram or wherever. Where do people post things? Eric says, Ricky, I'm assuming he means Rocky, you're just a talker god, think, not a stalker. I think I pick up what you're throwing down, Eric.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm glad, like, when Rocky and I have to go do, like, public events, you know, when we go to like parties or something. If he ain't going, I'm definitely not going because I don't know. I'm terrible with conversation.
What are you worried is going to happen? Like that's what I get really curious about. Like, is everyone going to laugh at you? Is it one of those things, or are you just like?
No, it's just
Because I don't really think you care what people think. That's the thing. And that's why I get confused about why you get so
because
nervous.
I don't like to feel awkward.
Oh,
And
okay.
it feels awkward, like forcing myself to like come up
you
with a
do live
conversation.
with me, so I mean, how is that any different?
Yeah, but you do all the talking,
Right.
so it's fine. I'm gonna bring in this pretty parrot color. Hopefully it works. Oh, I should put dry again.
Robin says, do you guys go direct to YouTube? I use StreamYard, and it sends direct to YouTube, but it's easier for me to maneuver. I've
Yeah.
never heard of StreamYard.
Yeah, we just do direct to YouTube. We're technically challenged a little bit in this part.
I gotta move the camera because you're like I think you might have moved it down quite a bit.
Well, I slid up too. Hopefully it.
Or can you just move it up a little bit? Maybe like an inch up. Yeah, it's probably fine. Good job.
You know what? Thank you. This green looks very yellow.
Eric says, I love the center point. I'm so shy, lol. Love to be. Wait, Eric, are you a shy person, would you say, or are you more extroverted? Because I would have you pinned for more extroverted, but that might not be a fair assessment because I'm only basing that based on like the fact that I've seen you in like bright colors and like out at like events and things like that. But I suppose that doesn't really make a difference. It could be introverted or extroverted doing that.
I think
He says very extroverted. Okay.
Not this guy. I think I might go in with colored pencil now. Because I want to. We've been painting for an hour. Well, 45 minutes. There was a lot of talking happening. Give it a good dry. I think one of the colors has like a little bit of metallic sheen to it. It was the yellow. Anyway, make sure it's really dry because the colored pencils will really tear up the paper if it's not.
Oh, yeah, true. Where are you doing colored pencils on the leaves?
The whole thing.
So you're doing colored pencils on the leaves portions as well?
Probably not. I don't know. I could take like a bright color and do lines on a couple of them.
I was going to say you could just focus on the parts you're actually going to use colored pencil on.
Dry the back just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Robin says, I'm only extroverted in chat. That might be the problem with social media. It can make people say and do things they wouldn't ordinarily do. I think that's true because I think it's a lot easier to be extroverted online. Or like seem extroverted. But I think it's beautiful in a way because I think people can really articulate their thoughts more online in like a positive way. Like in public when I'm speaking, I don't say things the way I would write them. And like the way I write is much more correct or thought out. So I wish I could do that in, public speaking, but I just can't.
I'm definitely still introverted online.
Are you?
Yeah, when people, write comments and stuff, I thank them and if they ask a question, I'll reply, but usually
I'm super chatty. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. What's happening for Sunday dinner? Are we coming over? Like, oh my God, let's go to the pool. We'll hang out.
Right. And I just try to keep it short and sweet because I don't know what to say. And I'm just really bad with conversations. What can I say? Literally, what can I say?
Eric says, when I enter a room, everyone has seen me, and I love that.
See, that's not my vibe.
That used to be my vibe. When I definitely at one point I was that way. And I think hanging around Kimball for so many years, I started to understand the beauty of being more reserved, I guess. I don't know. And I think Kimball's a little more extroverted than he used to be. I think we kind of have come to a center point. I don't think there's a way to avoid it when you live with someone. It's like you adopt each other's traits somewhat.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Kimball, you would not know he's introverted if you met him.
Well, give it 30 minutes and then...
Kimball is very chatty and, like, definitely can very easily talk and make you feel comfortable, as you can imagine.
I mean, I'm a good listener.
Lori says, I have conversations in my head all the time. Does that count? Yes,
Yes.
It counts. Does anyone else talk to themselves, by the way?
Yeah.
I know if I lived alone, I would like talk to myself. I would just say random stuff all the time.
Yeah, like the days you're not here, I'm just like, oh God, Kimball, way to go. No, I don't know. Got a feeling this times. What would Rocky say? Kimball, you blubbering idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
Eric says, use the body, Kimball. Words are not necessary then. Lori says, all the time.
I feel like that was really the wrong color for my hair, but that's what I went with.
Robin says, Kimball, that ear is almost disappearing. Are you going to shadow it from behind?
Nope, I'm just gonna outline it with skin tones.
Becky says all the time. Yes, I talk to myself all the time. Trisha talks to herself. I think some people see that as like, oh, that's so crazy. I'm like, but I feel like they do it too.
Right.
I think it's honestly a very natural thing to have an inner dialogue or even an outer dialogue with yourself. You can guarantee that like back in the day, like even cavemen were like making sounds or like trying to communicate with themselves. You know what I mean? I bet you anything. I bet it goes back really, really far. Carrie says, I 100% do. I worry sometimes the neighbor might think I'm a complete weirdo. I tell you what, we worry about what other people think, but I bet you anything they're 100 times freakier than you are.
Do ya?
Lori says, it is. Very few people don't. Eric says, self-talker and to the plants also. I bet the plants love that. I really do think that plants have more awareness than people think they do. Maybe not in the same way like we're aware, but I think that they're definitely more sensitive to stimulus and energy.
I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot what it was.
Well, it's because I'm just talking over you, sorry.
No, I mean, I didn't even start talking, so.
Robin says, speaking of talking to yourself, even internally, do you guys meditate?
I tried to, and it's not my thing. Like, I'm not against it, I don't think I'm doing it right. Correctly.
I tend to do meditation at night. Like before I go to sleep, that might sound like weird, but I definitely meditate. Excuse me, or I can meditate. Much easier when I'm laying down. I don't know why. Probably, I mean, obviously it's because I'm more relaxed, but. Carrie says, oh wait, Robin says, Kimball, that outlining is making me so happy.
The what is?
The outlining.
Oh.
And then Carrie Sinagaglia says, I see a bird or a butterfly, and next second I'm having conversations with them.
Just start singing, you know.
I just think it's funny, like, we had a cat for so many years, and we would just, like, have full-on conversations with her. I'm sure she was like, I have no idea what the hell these guys are saying to me.
She's like, maybe if I just meow and roll over, they'll shut up.
But I think
she did, and she was right.
More than anything, I think animals pick up on, like, the energy you're putting out. So even if they don't understand what you're saying, if they know the intention is positive, I think it makes them happy.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not, like, on Duolingo learning how to speak, human.
You don't know.
I mean, they could be. Maybe maybe they're also competing with other people to like win the medal for the day on Duolingo.
Scary noises coming from somewhere.
Robin says, Rocky, it's silent mindfulness and focusing on breathing that's important in my opinion. Eric says everything is easier lying down. So true.
Not getting up.
Oh, that's true. Kimball, you really threw us there. Yeah, I tend, like, at nighttime, I will lay there and basically just clear my mind completely and just accept whatever energy wants to come in from the universe. And then I tend to get really potent, like, body waves come through, and I can feel, like, shock waves going through my body. It's really bizarre. It started maybe 2019-ish or 2020, and I don't know how it started, but it was really odd, and I thought something was wrong with me. And I think it might just be the result of, like, meditating, possibly. I'm not sure. Eric says, touche, Kimball. Lori says, listen to Dan Jones, Rocky. That's how I go to sleep every night.
I feel like I'm going to have to go over
this. If Dan's talking and has a soothing voice, I would probably just get aroused. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm probably just going to sit in silence.
Do you like the soft talking?
I just, like, if someone's, like, talking, like, very, how do you explain? Like, if
You
they're
need to
being
close your
very,
eyes. Close your
not
eyes.
sensual, but if they're being very, oh my God, what is the word?
Sultry?
Intense or passionate in their speaking, I think it's very attractive sounding, and like, it just stimulates me way too much. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
Well, the more you know.
Da-da-da-da.
I hope that's a thing
The
worldwide.
homo, you know.
Exactly.
I had to say that 3 times. Lori says, laugh my ass off.
Where did it go? I wish I could laugh my ass off.
Robin says, if I'm lying down and I need a sip of water, I too often end up with it all over me.
Can't be bothered to sit up.
Eric says, the shockwaves are called orgasms, Rocky. I didn't know, Eric, thanks! You were making like bee sounds as I said that.
Yeah, those were the shock waves. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
By the way, mark my words, everyone, I'm saying it now. I think something big is going to happen on December 12th or 13th. I don't know which day, but one of those 2 days, I think something big is going to happen. So if something big does happen, we can all remember this conversation.
Are we talking good big or?
I have no idea. Not devastating, but something that everyone will know. That's all I know.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I could be crazy, but it's very, very likely.
I mean, absolutely. Maybe that's the day your crazy really comes out.
Has something to do with the sun. That's all the details I know.
Well, then you're just sounding weird.
I know. I'm just saying. I can't control it. I'm just putting it out there.
You can control it. Just don't say anything.
Just keep it inside.
Reminds me of The Simpsons when Lisa's like, I'm so angry. And Marge is like, just bottle it up.
Oh, from the movie.
Keep it inside. I don't know if it's from the movie
It's from the movie. I laughed so hard at that movie. I remember we went to see it and I laughed pretty much the entire time.
I don't think I saw that in theaters, but...
You did. It was you, me, and Nick, and Jamie.
Definitely not.
No?
No. What? Do I go to the movies?
Did I bring Nick as a substitute because you wouldn't go with me?
Maybe. He's a good sub.
He is a good sub. Although sub can mean other things.
Well... Okay.
I don't know about that. I haven't asked him about that. Eric says, I need these blue glasses now.
They're adorable.
Robin says, Kimball, now that I see what you're doing with the eyes, I understand what your plan was. I was tortured till now.
I understand that completely.
Leslie says, I hold conversations with my dog all the time. That's my excuse.
I guess we haven't had a dog. I was like... Well, okay. Sorry, I got distracted trying to draw a little star in the eye. I don't think I like it. Don't think I like that.
I like it. Can you imagine if animals could talk? I feel like we'd have no human friends.
Well,
do you know what I'm saying?
The world would be a better place.
Would it?
I mean, if
what if animals were dicks though, and they're just like running around like saying evil things to people?
But if we could like talk to them and like communicate better,
we barely can do that with ourselves. How are we going to do it with animals?
Because most people like animals better.
Okay, well, maybe they wouldn't if they knew what they were saying.
Well, why are you making this so difficult?
Lori says, I have a dog and kids, but none of them listen.
Oh my. What color are you? Kelp green. Are you the green for me, though? Yeah.
Eric says, I don't believe a thing of all that wacko stuff. Very Capricorn of me, my sign. I don't believe in it either. I'm not like... I don't believe in that. I don't subscribe to that stuff. I just have very weird reason for thinking that. But anyway, we'll you know what, Eric? We'll come back to the conversation after December 13th, and we can chat about it then.
I'm sure we'll all remember. Is that a Sunday? Is it going to be like something amazing happens on my live?
It could be.
Where will we be here?
No, I made sure we were back in England by the time that happens. To be clear, I am never like this about anything. I do not like ever have this type of a thing. It's just this one instance where I felt very strongly about it for whatever reason. So we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, this is what I live with. It's fine.
What's the weirdest thing about living with me? How would you describe living with me?
I mean, I think it's great. It kind of sucks because like you have to. I mean, it doesn't like. It just kind of sucks. No, I mean,
Just leave it at that,
because
Kimball.
you're
Don't-
working so
Don't
much.
even elaborate.
It's just because you're working so much, but you're home, so it's like you're right here, but I can't actually like really hang out with you.
Oh my god, tender moments.
Oh, I know. It does make me miss the days where we constantly just played when neither of us had a job.
Those were the days. Couldn't afford to eat, but we were together.
Thank God for cheap soda. It really did wonders for my body.
Eric says, the only day I like is New Year's Day, my birthday.
Oh. That's our... Wait, are we talking to Eric Garcia?
No, it's Eric. Eric, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, actually, now that I think about it.
Well, that's just weird, because that's Eric's
the
birthday.
Hagel. Oh, is it? We have another friend, Eric, whose birthday's on the
New
New
Year's.
Year's. But it's ERIC.
You really threw me for a loop there. I was like, wait, this whole time I thought we were talking to the other Eric.
Eric says, I feel you, Kimball.
Over. Oh, okay. There goes... Well, I don't need that pencil anyway.
Leslie says, hey, Lori, I agree. My dog is usually, if there's no food involved, forget it.
Oh, I miss dogs. My parents have dogs. My whole family has dogs.
The first school report I ever wrote was about a golden retriever.
I think the
Because my
first
aunt
one-
had one, and I just loved golden retrievers for whatever reason.
I think mine was about Labradors.
You know how they say magpies are always like in pairs, so there's always like another one around? I feel like with a golden retriever, there's always a tennis ball.
Yeah, basically.
Like there has to be a tennis ball. If there's no tennis ball, it's not
What's
a golden
the
retriever.
point? Let's see.
Robin says, did you say December 13th? I just Googled it and couldn't find anything, but it does say it's the day of the horse, whatever that means. Yeah, no, it's nothing I researched. It's just literally something that like popped in my head when I was meditating very strongly. Anyway,
There he was, minding his own business when all of a sudden... Dun, dun, dun.
and then Robin says, and National Cocoa Day. That's worth noting. Oh, that is, for sure.
Oh, we're gonna have a big old chocolatey good explosion. I'm here for
Oh,
that.
and Pick a Pathologist Day. You guys, how could we forget it? Put it on your calendars now so you don't forget. Take the day off.
Pick a pathologist? Who comes up with these?
Kimball, that's an important day.
Well, I mean, can you not do that any other day? Whenever you want, really?
How about Pick Your Nose Day?
That's every day.
Okay.
Every day. What color are you? You are raspberry.
I just imagine like someone coming in to watch the live stream and we're like, it's Pick Your Nose Day, and they're like, okay, and dip out.
Every day is pick a nose day.
We lost our opportunity for a new subscriber, Kimball.
Well, their loss. All the good people are already here, Rocky. This raspberry is very dull, which it worked kind of there. I might have to come back in with some more.
Eric says, I'd rather play with the dog. I hope you know what I mean.
I
Oh, and there's a really cute dog emoji I didn't realize was on YouTube. There's a couple of them, actually.
mean, I like cats because we like to travel, so cats can take care of themselves for the most part. But I do love the funness of a dog.
Yes, I love the passion and enthusiasm of dogs. I don't love the drool and the fact that, like, you
They
take
chew.
them out for walks and have to clean them because they track stuff through the house. I mean, I think they're great, but it's just like...
I think it's great. Oh my
the
god.
same
that
reason
commercial.
Kimball and I don't have kids. It's like, oh, I don't know, it's a lot of commitment.
I want to. Let's be
We're
real.
selfish.
I'm enough to take care of, so. I feel like. Just do
Eric says, not with the dog, be the dog, Rocky. Okay. That makes more sense.
It's a fuzzy sweater. Texture.
It would be more fun to be the dog. Or like a cat. I've thought about that many times, actually.
Whenever you say that, I just think of be the shoe.
Can you imagine just like living as a cat? You just get fed. Well, not all of them, but you know, like,
I am a cat. Thank you.
you are. Kimball is the closest thing to a cat I could picture as a human.
Thank you.
But he has his own YouTube channel and like buys art supplies.
Smokes and says shit.
And he makes me dinner occasionally.
Occasionally.
Thanks,
I do whenever, I can, because You're all like, I'm not eating today.
I eat.
I eat. I know, but like you're just working so much. Plus, you eat weird things, so I'm all, you can make your own food.
Eric says, I know I have a dirty mind, lol. I mean, who doesn't really? I don't know. Maybe a lot of people don't, but I imagine everyone does in some way. Maybe they just hide it more.
I do, and it's hilarious because my mom totally doesn't, but like, I told her what that's what she said means, and so like, she says the most innocent things, and I'm like, that's what she said, and then she'll start laughing. She's like,
You also got your mom to watch all of Queer as Folk, which has some very steamy scenes in it, which I was very surprised by. And she was like, "Can we watch the next one?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She cool like that. She likes a good drama.
Robin says, I'd not thought of that before. Personality-wise, Kimball is a cat and Rocky is a dog. A puppy, I think. Yes, probably.
Yeah, and I'm like a grumpy old cat.
I was named after a dog, so that makes sense.
You weren't. You were nicknamed after a dog.
Well, Rocky was a dog's name.
Rocky is
a wiener dog.
Oh, wiener.
And I like...
Well, enough of that talk.
I think you pick up when I'm throwing down.
Suddenly we've become the inappropriate horror channel.
Sorry! Robin says... Oh no, that was the same comment, sorry. I always think a new comment's popped up, but it's just the same one.
Over and over. What color is this? It's not like the right color of yellow, but like I feel like all my yellows are just going to blend into this color.
What's your favorite color of colored pencil? You can only pick one on your desert island.
Either, well, okay, well, I'm picking two. Either neon pink or aqua. Light aqua. Ooh, neon pink. Where should that go?
Exactly. Somewhere.
Maybe I'm going to outline me with the neon pink now.
Like fully or just...
Yeah.
Get crazy. I wish we could bring more energy to our lives by outlining ourselves in neon pink.
Well, you're not trying hard enough.
Do you think it's possible?
I pink anything is possible. You heard me. And then I'm going to add some yellow, because then it turns like a neon orange. Ooh, I could do neon yellow. I mean, I actually do have a neon orange too, but for some reason when I do the neon yellow with it, it's more vibrant.
Robin says, Kimball, predict when is the first day you'll be wearing this outfit in public?
Somebody buy it for me.
Well, just like fall outfit.
I mean,
scarf, all that stuff.
We'll say...
It's not going to be November, that's for sure.
Probably, no. Probably like 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks, okay.
Because it's getting
so we'll
chilly.
come back to you in 3 lives from now. We'll know for sure.
It's definitely getting chillier, so that makes me very happy.
Kimball and I have just been leaving the window open anyway, even though it's freezing. We're just like, whatever. It was so hot during the summer, we'll take the cold.
It gets down to like, I don't know what the temperature is in Celsius, but it's like 55 degrees outside.
Eric says, radioactive pink, Kimball. I can make that outfit for you.
All right.
Kimball, would you ever do a nude beach?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not comfortable with my body.
You couldn't do it.
I could do it, I just wouldn't want to.
What would be the hang-up? What do you think would make you nervous?
The nude part. Like,
well, no. What about like being nude specifically makes you nervous? Is it like what other people are gonna think, or is it like...
Obviously, if nobody was there, I'd be like, yeah, this is my beach, I take off all my clothes.
Okay.
But that's not how it is.
Robin says, have you guys lived in the UK through an autumn yet? Yes. We've been through 2 autumns. Yes, 2 autumns now.
Totums, you might say.
Or wait, is this our second one? It was July of 2022.
Yeah, actually the first, because we moved here in summer, so yeah, we've had 2.
Oh yeah, it's 2024 now, yeah.
Let's see.
Eric says, Kimball, the nude beach at night.
Maybe, but like, I don't want them to be like, who's that? And they shine a big spotlight on me.
That's what they do at the nude beach, Kimball.
I
They have
know.
spotlights at the ready.
I know, I've seen. Just adding some white lines because I like it. It's not for everyone.
Carrie says it's already reaching 29 degrees Celsius here in Queensland, Australia, and the next week is going to be 34. So much for winter.
Wow. That's warm.
Eric says, not here in Europe, no spotlights.
I like a good, 19 degrees Celsius. That's nice for me. I like that. Oh, that's what's missing. I'm like, what is missing on this piece? It was driving me nuts.
Oh yeah, I like that. It's different.
I know, it's like, I like it. It's different. It's nice. That's nice. Oh my God, Kath and Kim.
Kim and I keep saying that all the time now.
There we go. It's just a little more me. Is it done? Ooh, no, wait. It's not done. Don't be stupid. Oh my God, you guys. I was going to do a couple of...
Robin says, LOL, that's so funny. I almost fell on the floor. At nighttime spotlights on the nude beach. Kimball caught in the headlights.
I would die.
I would get my camera out and like start rolling for sure.
That would definitely be some good vlog footage.
Do you think you'd be traumatized forever?
Yes. Well, no. I don't know. God, let's...
I think going to a nude beach, I've never done it. Like, I would be very nervous too. But I feel like once you do it, you're like, okay, whatever.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what's going to happen. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would take 5 minutes and you'd be over it. Especially once you see other people there. I think there's like people of all different body types and stuff like that too, probably. So it's like, you start realizing like, really, we're just human beings. Like, what's to worry about?
I don't know. Plus, I just don't go to the beach. Like, why have you been talking about this? I'm just not a beach person.
No, it's any topic that's like, gets you thinking.
Also, like, I don't know what it was. Oh, it was Queer as Folk. And the guy was like, have you ever been to, I don't know, some tropical island? He's like, they have these little parasites that live on the beach. Yeah, don't sit down naked on the sand. I was like, oh my God, like, ew.
Oh my.
Traumatized me.
Eric says 22 degrees Celsius is my ideal.
And that's okay. It's fine. We can hang out.
I just picture like a dating app, but for weather. And it's like you keep swiping until you get to the ideal weather for yourself.
You got to find the right degree.
And like they all have their own descriptions and profile pictures.
Oh my God, that's so like miscongeniality. What's your idea of a perfect date? May 24th or whatever she says.
Oh my God.
Because it's not too hot, not too cold. I don't know where all my... I think I'm done. I think I say.
Robin says, I only went to a nude beach once at Fire Island, but you feel watched if you're the only one on the beach wearing clothes. Like, what's wrong with him?
I don't think I would be brave enough to go to Fire Island. That's... I mean, of course, I've never been there, but I've only seen the movies and, the portrayal of it on TV kind of thing. Where my colors are all sorts of mixed up.
Eric says it's time to come here to the nude beach, and the normal beach is 50 meters from him.
So I will be on the normal beach. We're just going to put that there. I don't know how my colors got all mixed up, but something happened.
Well, I know what you're doing tonight.
Not that. Okay. I think it's done.
Well, let's bring the camera down. We got to check that skin tone to make sure it's accurate. Everyone take your seasick pills.
Although I could... I love how every time you take it down, I'm like, I could
Watch
do
your
more.
head. Watch your head. And there it goes.
I could just lightly do this over because it's a little pale. Oh my God, it reminds me of the news lady. Why am I so pale? I'm so pale. She's like, you're live. Yeah, that didn't really do much except for add a ton of texture, which, is in line with my skin because I have a lot of texture on my skin and we don't like it.
Naomi says, hey, fellas.
Hey.
Oh my God, Naomi.
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 Girl, you would not believe.
Naomi. I found footage of us going to the Cuna Caves on my computer today and like up to Bogus.
Oh my God.
When we were 15.
We little
maybe.
Ones.
Crazy. I was like, I don't even remember filming any of it, but anyway. Sorry, this is not for everyone. My bad. Sorry, back to you. Kimball.
Yeah.
Basically, my friend Naomi, we went to school together and...
back to you. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We went out to this place called Cuna Caves in like the middle of the countryside in Idaho, and it was raining a bunch, and my car got stuck, and she got out to push my car, and I like peeled out and like shot mud all over her.
Not a euphemism.
Oh my gosh, good times. Back to Kimball.
Why are you always coming back to me when I'm like, what am I doing? I found a colored pencil over here, which surprised me.
All right, hold it up.
Surprise!
Let's see the skin tone. Kimball, another one for the fridge. Actually, you're a bit pinker than the drawing, actually. I'm just kidding. You've got a beautiful skin tone.
So hot in here. I need a tan. I need to get a tan.
That's what you need.
Help my skin, baby darling. Does Mama need a facelift?
Yes. Get your mouth shown up.
Heard that. We're done. What are we at? This has been a long one, it feels like. 8:25, you guys.
My
it
gosh.
Is like bedtime. We're going to go watch something. I don't know what it was. Not Positano Diaries, because we watched that beforehand.
Was it Tyler and Todd?
Not till 9.
Was it something about someone moving somewhere and showing condos? Was it something
We're
about
gonna
Italy?
do something. I don't know. I hope you all had a lovely time. I enjoyed the chitty chats happening. This turned out nice, I think. Thank
On
you.
a 1 to 10, did it from how you were expecting it to turn out?
I'd say an 8.
An 8. Okay. What do you wish was different?
Well, the paper I thought would be smoother because it feels very smooth. Lots of texture, which I don't love. I should have done a different color in the hair, but I was already, into it, so whatever. Like, just the colored pencil was a little too dark. But that's fine.
Trisha gives it a 10.
Well, thank you, Trisha.
Robin loves the ghost sleeves. Eric says that story is not for us, lol. Naomi says, love you guys. Carrie says, love it. Always enjoy the chats. And Eric says, till later, Flash Kimball. I mean, like, come on. Like, you guys, who... Of course we love this shirt.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there was more comment. Time out. Sorry, 1 second. Lori says, message me anytime, Kimball, if you get bored during the week.
Okay, maybe I will. I do what I want. Yeah, I guess we are done.
You're done.
I might fiddle with it digitally. Not gonna like paint really in or anything like that. We're just gonna like enhance some colors because I might use it for an avatar. I don't know.
Becky says this was lovely. Night. Bye, Becky.
Bye, Becky. Bye.
Welcome to the channel, by the way. Hope you come back. What else do we see? Oh, the sweater is cute from Planning with John. Oh, Planning with John's here too.
And that sweater was on an episode of Raven's Home on the Disney Channel.
There you go.
Alice.
Oh, I loved that sweater actually. She had like sweats that matched too.
Yeah. I liked Alice's better, or Ivy's better, but Alice was more in line with like this picture because Ivy's was too pale.
That's so pale. All right, you're done.
Pale,
you're done.
tragic.
Kimball, wrap it up.
Mrs. White.
Wrap it up.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. I hope you guys had a good time. Good conversation. Hope everything went well. Hope nobody's offended. Like, I think we did pretty good. The conversation is getting more adult as we go along, but that is fine because it's, we're adults here. And I think that's it. I will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. London time. What is that?
GMT.
Yeah, Greenwich Mean Time.
Good morning to ya.
Good morning to ya time. So we will see you then. And until then, take care. Do some art, gardening,
meditate,
shopping, meditating,
nude beach, whatever you want to do.
Whatever. I'm here for you.
Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.